Fans, from the coin toss to the final quarter, stay refreshed with an ice-cold Coca-Cola as you cheer on the Raiders. Just head to the concession stand and grab the perfect refreshment to share with fellow fans. Share a Coke with a teammate, a rival, or a friend this season. Thank you for choosing Pulaski Coca-Cola. It's time to load up on the best snacks and some delicious ice-cold Coke for all your game day guests. Nothing tastes like everyone you love and everything you like coming together. Coca-Cola. Together, taste better.
We're back.
And we are back. Giles County getting ready for kickoff. Like we said, Spring Hill won the toss, deferred. They'll get ball at half, wanting to give the young freshman Gavin Schrader the rock first, see what he can do. Dad, last week in that first half, the Raiders were moving the ball with ease. See if they can repeat that. Spring Hill kicks off. A little short, having to field it at the 15. Jake Sands getting it, feeling the middle of the wedge, making some contact at the 30 before rolling forward. Looks like he's going to be down right there at the 31-yard line. Raiders with 69 yards to go for a touchdown drive here, Dad.
Yep, and talking to Wyatt Monday night, he said that Spring Hill likes to run a more standard 4-3 defense, something that they're a little bit more used to, that they practice against a lot, and maybe the blocking scheme won't be as foreign to them as what Wayne County was throwing at them.
Yeah, when you get a 4-3 defense, it's a lot easier because you're mostly just big on big. If you're unguarded, you're either helping with a double team or going up to the next level. So see the Raiders taking the snap. Schrader up the middle. A.J. Bates, he's going to truck forward for about 3 yards. Looks like 2 yards. 2 yards right there. And look at that. Raiders getting an electric down stick. That's insane. I never thought I would see the day. As after the first play, it looks like a Spring Hill Raider is going to be a little slow to get up. While they check this out, Dad, would you like to read our sponsors for KSR Sports this season?
Our sponsors are Mr. Clay Doggett, State Representative, First Realty Group, Gerald's Auto Body, Marie Chevrolet, PES Energize, First National Bank, Haney Realty, Employees Resources Credit Union, Coca-Cola of Pulaski, Pulaski Natural Gas, M&M Staffing, Winterburn and Associates, May Oil Company, Kathy's Bar and Grill, and the halftime show will be brought to you by Sundrop. Every first down will be brought to you by Winterburn and Associates, and all the Raiders touchdowns this year will be brought to you by the First Realty Group.
So those are the sponsors that you will hopefully hear a lot of this football season, and I'm assuming going into basketball season it may get shook up a little bit there. But those are the boys, ladies, gentlemen, supporting us, not just to really come out here and call the games, but to give some of these small schools and these kids that go to it a chance at recognition in case somebody happens to be listening, you know, a scout or somebody like that happens to tune in. And, you know, for grandparents and relatives that live out of state, as the Raiders are going to go with looks to a counter to the left. At the line of scrimmage, A.J. Bates is going to be met with a man that's going to take about 2 or 3 more to take him back. And that is going to be a hard-fought 1 yard right there for the Raiders as they're faced with a 3rd and 5 here, Dad.
Absolutely. It's kind of maybe what we expected Richland to kind of open up with, a little bit of a running game in that. But we'll see if this opens up. Obviously going to be a passing down here, about 3rd and 6 with Gavin back in the shotgun. Looks like they got 3 receivers out to the right, 2 out to the left. Looking off to the sideline. Get the call here.
Schrader, empty backfield, takes it, dropping back, looking to the right with the trips word. Deep out route. I don't know who went up for it, but it looks like he came down with the cheers on the Richland sideline.
17.
It's going to move the chains.
Great job. Nice timing route. You know, he knew where his receiver was going to be. He had to get it up a little bit high to get it over the defense. But his receiver, number 17, went up and got it and come down, and a great Winterburn and Associates first down for the Richland Raiders.
Number 17, Mr. Alan Kennedy coming down with that tough grab right there. Oh, there we go. Gavin Schrader back in the shotgun position. Dropping back, having to step up into the pocket, escaping right. He's not even going to think about it. He's going to slide as a Spring Hill player kind of comes in with the late shoulder, Dad. We heard the ooh by you.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave himself up there pretty early, but gain of 4 on the scramble. Good job by Gavin, feeling the pressure, stepping up. Still kept his eyes downfield, but knew he had to get out of there pretty quick and got 4 yards out of it.
So it was good being decisive. You never really see him be indecisive. You never really see him hold or hesitate on anything. When he's about to do something, he's going to do it. See two receivers out to the left, one to the right, bunch formation for the Raiders. Or I guess he's bunched on the line on the right side. Schrader, shotgun. Handoff, number 10, getting the right edge. Looks like he's going to cut it up off the tackle for a good 2 yards right there.
We've seen AJ there pulling. Had that right guard pull going.
Colin Cagle being the running back right there on that carry, getting the good yard. Raiders faced with a 3rd and 4 here, having some substitutions going out. AJ Bates going to stay in. Schrader looking to the sideline, getting the call from one Mr. Nick Patterson, head coach of the Richland Raiders. So see Raiders go out. Rare form here, Gavinton under center. AJ Bates in the 3-point stance. Motion by number 1. Quick toss to AJ Bates right up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles. That looks to be enough.
Jake Sands on the carry.
It was Jake Sands. I thought it was AJ.
A little bit of a wishbone style look there.
There we go.
And another Winterburn and Associate first down for the Raiders.
Changing the formation up, getting the defense out of what they thought was a little comfortable, kind of standing the Raiders up on a couple plays, starting to now move the chains as they're on the other side of the 50, look to be set up on the 45. Staying in this wishbone offense. Gavin under center, Jake Sands in motion, another toss to him. It's going to be handed back to number 10, Colin Cagle, trying to get some trickery going on. That's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard behind it. Raiders faced with a 2nd and 10 here.
That's got to be kind of hard on the defense. You know, the first few plays, you're lining up basic, just straight blocking. Then all of a sudden you throw in this wishbone, and one thing against the wishbone, you gotta be very discreet in your job. You gotta do your job. Don't overcommit and all that. Stay in your alleys.
Raiders switching the receivers, 2 out wide to the right side. Lone receiver, 25 Hudson Griggs to the left. Schrader takes it, stepping back, looking quick out to the right side. Number 0, Levi Reedy, cutting it up the right sideline, putting his shoulder down for some contact right there. Making a 3rd and very manageable for the Raiders. Looks to be about a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 as they get ready to knock on the red zone door of the Spring Hill Raiders.
And again, another high percentage pass by Gavin. Something quick out there to get a good 8 yards, like you said, to bring up a very manageable 3rd down here.
Looks to be about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 here. I'm at like a weird angle now. Raiders going back into the wishbone. Schrader under center. Packing the box. Spring Hill is defensively. Jake Sands, same motion. It's going to be straight up the middle to A.J. Bates. See if he got it. That's a tough 2 yards to try to grab on 3rd down. Dad, what's your aggression level here right now? First drive, you've got the ball.
Looks like they're giving us another Winterburn and Associate first down. I guarantee you he called that play thinking if we don't get it on 3rd down, we're obviously going for it on 4th down. Because he figured he would at least get a yard, and then he would probably run the exact same play to pound it for nothing. But, again, back into the wishbone again.
Run's working for this Raiders team right now. Looks to be a timeout.
Penalty flag. It looks like against Spring Hill.
Looks to be an offsides right there. Pretty quick ball wasn't stepped. Maybe we're getting a neutral zone infraction already. You almost imagine, you've got to be expecting Jake Bates up the middle. You've got to be expecting Jake Bates up the middle. Do you try to sneak somebody out for a little pass down the seam?
I think it would definitely be there if they wanted it to be. But I think, again, Patterson's just going to be, straight up the middle here on the 3rd and short. Well, I guess it's 2nd and short. That's 1st and 5. It's a 2nd and short. I expect him to keep it on the ground here.
See. Yep. A.J. Bates, right side. Huge hole opened up. He got a little more than what he needed.
The right side of the line there did a great job of blocking.
There we go. I mean, it opened up beautifully for A.J. Bates. Just followed the wall of black linemen that he had protecting him as they moved the chains for yet another
Winterburn and Associate first down.
Raiders to the huddle. Also, we're not seeing as fast pace of an offense out of the Raiders. We're seeing them huddle up, get the play call, go to the line, making sure everybody's set up.
Yeah, they're not doing tempo fast, but they're not dilly-dallying around either. Number 1, Jake Sands on the inside and handoff there.
Raiders obviously loving I guess technically the left side of that defense, their right side of the defense, because that's where every run play has went so far. They tried to run about 2 plays to the left, maybe a yard at the line of scrimmage at most.
It looks like Spring Hill is going to use a timeout here to try to stop the bleeding and maybe get something together before Richland gets real close to the end zone here.
Well, you got to think the Raiders right now are 45 seconds away from an 8-minute opening offensive possession, Dad.
Yeah, and I imagine if you were to talk to Patterson before the game, obviously, you love a quick strike.
No. Elijah, no.
You love a quick strike. You love scoring points.
My power rank.
And everything. But I guarantee you, if you told him you could take an 8-minute first down, move the sticks and pound the ball, he would probably take that more than anything.
Well, yeah, I was about to say that the Raiders, they're not moving this chains in, a pretty way where they're just breaking 5-6 yards. They're really gritting out these 3-4 yard runs. It's like Coach Patterson used to tell us all the time. 4 yards 3 times, that's 12 yards. You're getting a first down every time, and you're draining the defense physically and mentally.
Absolutely.
Because, that's the last thing that, if I was a defensive player, that's the last thing I would want to have happen is I'm not able to stop the run. Because it's just you getting hit in the mouth every play, and you cannot do anything about it.
It's physically hard on you because you're smashing every play, and then not only that, but it's a little bit mental on you, too. You're trying everything you can, and sometimes they're just, like you said, getting at 3 to 4 yards, just enough to move the sticks every time.
Raiders coming back out. They're not going to shy away from this wishbone offense. Spring Hill really loading the box up on it now. Schrader under center. Motioning Cagle. It's going to go to Cagle, left side. Finds a seam, going up the middle. Stumbled almost into the end zone. Ball on the ground, though. Spring Hill cheering. That may be a turnover. That's hard.
He was falling in the end zone, and it looks like at the last second, they got stripped out.
Heartbreaking if this stands. We'll see. The Zebras are congregating. But that is going on an 8-minute offensive drive. That is...
Oh, they called?
Oh!
They're saying that he was broke the plane of the goal line before the ball came out. So that is a first Realty Group touchdown for the Richland Raiders, first one of the season here at home.
The state of Tennessee pays them, not us, to call it. They obviously had a better angle on it, and what a relief that you can take if you're the Raiders sideline and if you're Mr. Colin Cagle right there on the carry. You get it. It could have opened up better for you. Shout out the offensive line up front and a couple tight ends. I'm sure A.J. Bates was in there putting his head down, blocking him, Mr. Jake Sands, but it's the last thing you want to have is, turning the ball over. Because turnovers win and lose games. It's very rare that you can have a game with, 5 turnovers and come out to win that game.
Absolutely. You would hate to have a nice 70-yard drive, get all the way down there and lose the ball right on the 1-yard line. But thankfully, one of the referees seen it the way we would like it, and it's 7-0 Richmond with 4:45 to go in the first quarter here.
And now that my mentality, if I'm coming out defensively, is let's get a 3 and out and get that defense back out there on the field after that 8-minute, 7.5-minute drive.
Absolutely.
Because then, the more you tear down that defense, you can just keep wearing them. It almost becomes a battle. Who's going to last longer? Are my guys going to last longer in the run game, or are you guys going to last longer in the run game?
And, as we always talk, special teams being the third of the game, the powerful leg that AJ's got, should make them, if not be a touchback, but they'll have to be returning it from inside the 5.
Oh, yeah. He was getting it to bounce right there at the 10 into the 5. Deep returns every time. Now, Wayne County did almost have that return until it got called back for holding and blocking the back, I believe. So Raiders got to do a really good job of lane integrity. Go down there in a straight line. Trust that the guy to your left and right is. We got a little squib kick that's going to get fielded instantly to the 30. Trying to get a seam to the left side of the hash. Going to be brought down hard by it looks to be number 51 and 80 and or 86 right there for the Raiders with the tackle. That's a little, I don't know if that maybe got the side of A.J. Bates' foot. Kason Yoakley on the tackle, and 88 Peyton Willis, it looked like, the 2 men on the tackle there.
So our first look at the Richland defense here today.
Dad, obviously, I think we can both agree right there. Some height size right there on that Spring Hill offensive line. doesn't look like they have a ton of weight. Maybe we can expect some quick game here out of this offense.
Maybe.
Quarterback looks pretty big, too. We kind of saw him throwing on the sideline here. We'll see what they do.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to be in a pistol formation. Small halfback compared to the quarterback directly behind them.